And then from here, from the soles of your feet, inhale and reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale and bend your knees generously. Start to fold forward so the belly land onto the thighs and the head relax and reset. Feet as wide as your knees so you feel stable and steady. And then grab hold of the opposite elbows overhead and just allow yourself to sway side to side. So after a long day of being seated with the spine upright, this might feel quite intense. So try to really relax the weight of your head to feel its weight. Relax the skin of your face, open your mouth, and sigh. And stay very close to your breath, which is kind of the guide in this experience. So as long as you stay very connected to the in-breath and out-breath, the closer you'll be to this experience. And especially if we tend to get lost in our day-to-day life, allow yourself to be guided. And then relax the fingertips to the floor, bend the knees, and start to unroll your spine. One vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Breathe in and lift the arms all the way up. Maybe look up to your fingertips. And then again, exhale to bend the knees generously and fold. And then again, inhale to unroll. Press the soles of the feet into the ground. Root your heels into the very center of the earth. Exhale to release. Let's do that one more time. And then once you're folded, slide your hands all the way up to your knees and push your shin bones back as you are lengthening the sternum bone forward. You want to feel the skin of your belly stretching. And then as you push the shin bones back, you want to resist the lower legs forward. Slight bend in your knees. And you might even feel like you're sticking your bum out, which is fine. Roll the shoulders back and together. Let's take one more breath here. And then exhale, plant your palms down and step one leg at a time back into plank. Press the floor firmly away here until you feel your armpits hollowing. Grip the mat lightly with your fingertips, then lift your heels above the ball of your toes, then push them back, feeling the firmness at the front of your thighs. Take one more breath all the way down as you breathe out to the low belly, the inner legs, and the feet. And then lower the knees and the chest down. Keep your hands on the floor, but open them wide and come onto your fingertips with your elbows bent. Press the top of your feet down so much that your kneecaps are lifted. And then go ahead and inhale to lift your head, your chest, press into your fingertips to come into what we call a spider cobra. And then exhale to release spider because the fingers are like the tiny legs of a spider. And then inhale to rise. Exhale all the way to the belly down. Let's repeat that many, many times. And in this beautiful hip flexion, just feel the front of your thighs lengthening, the skin of your belly lengthening. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then gradually you can start to add some lateral movement. So next time you lift up, look over your left shoulder and just allow the right side of your neck to stretch. And then you can breathe out and bring the right ear to the floor. Inhale to rise back to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and down. And then just do that a couple of times. And by all means, you can go faster. Or you can go a little slower. Depends what you need, really. And then make sure that you do both sides evenly before coming back to neutral, to center. Breathing in here. And then exhale to release, forehead down. Slide your hands by your floating ribs, squeeze the elbows back, press the top of the toes into the mat, actually tug them under. And then breathe in to lengthen the body all the way to the crown of the head. Now breathe out all the way to the belly, and then lift the belly first. The chest, come onto your knees into a little bit of a push-up. And then on your next breath out, lower down with control. Once you're on the floor, breathe in. And then again, breathe out the belly first, then the chest into this half push-up. And can we do that perhaps 3 more times? And I know you're like, well, this is not a workout, this is yoga, but yoga is about strengthening the body too. And especially if you've been in front of a computer for a long period of time, your arms have been in the same position and a little passive for too long, way too long. So last time, don't you love push-ups though? Lift onto your knees, come back to plank, take a deep breath in, and then press into your hands, lift your bum up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to walk your dogs, yes, with your feet pedaling one heel at a time, but also eventually your hands lifting one wrist at a time, coming onto the fingertips, and then spreading your fingers wide, gripping the mat lightly with your fingers. Relax the head. Feel its whole weight in between the arms. Now imagine I push your shins back so you resist them forward to the knees bent. And then on the contrary, push the top of your femur bones, your thigh bones up and back. And then breathe into the belly, into the rib cage. Beautiful. Now slide your feet together at the center of your mat and then lift your right leg up, bend your knee, and try to touch your left sit bone with your right heel. Like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. That's the best image I can come with right now. So opening here, reach the right knee up, push into your hands. And then let's exhale to bring that right knee to your nose and step your foot forward. Lower down the back knee. If you feel like the floor is a little too arched and there's even pain in the left knee, slide something cushiony underneath. Keep the left hand on the mat and then come up with your right arm all the way to the sky. Look up to the right thumb with your left eye. And then just breathe here. Press into your hands, expanding here the chest a bit more. Good. Allow the left hip to be heavy and the right one to press back. Last breath. Hands to the mat. Fingertips a little more in front of your right toes. Lift your back knee, breathe in, and then just shift forward and back a couple of times. So you create enough momentum to eventually step that left foot forward gracefully and come back to Uttanasana, belly against your thighs. Inhale, slide your hands onto your shin bones, come back to your neutral spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your legs back, plank. Inhale into plank. Now exhale, with or without your knees, bend the elbows and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.5, 0.25. Okay, all the way down. Extend the arms back this time. Press the top of your feet down and then rest the back of your hands onto the mat so the palms are facing up. Breathe in to lift your forehead, lift your heart, and then start to roll your shoulders back. Now push your palms up to the ceiling. And let's just avoid doing like weird stuff with the fingers. So just keep pressing the 4 corners of each hand to the sky. Keep lifting. You might want to lift your feet too. Feeling the energy into the back body, the glutes, the hamstrings, the skin, and the muscles along your spine, activating. One more breath. And then hands by your floating ribs. Relax the forehead, tuck your toes under. Inhale to lengthen the entire body. Exhale to push up into a full plank, or you might want to use your knees. Exhale, downward dog. Head is heavy. Chin to the chest to lengthen the back of your neck. And wherever you are gazing at, make sure that there is an intention attached to that gaze. So if you look in between your legs, it's because it feels good in your neck. If you look up to your navel, same reason. It's because it's what you need. Now bring the feet closer to one another and lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, scorpion dog, or dirty dog if you wish. Lift the left knee up, squeeze the left heel to the right sit bone. And let's try to keep the shoulders and the hands on the same level. Exhale, left foot to the front of your mat. And then lower the right knee. Keep the right hand down. And then sweep your left arm up to the sky, gazing up to the left thumb with your right eye this time. And if for any reason this is create a strain in your neck, look down or straight ahead. And let's try to find a sense of fluidity, of a continuous energy through the entire spine, from bottom to top. Last breath. And then tuck your toes under, fingertips in front of you. And just sway forward and back a couple of times until you have enough confidence to lift your left foot and step your right foot forward. Release the head here. Sway a little side to side. Exhale, heaviness in the sit bones. And then inhale to roll up and rise up. Roll your shoulders up and back. Coming to standing. Just allow yourself a few moments to feel again the four corners of each foot on the ground. How you're standing now. Is there anything new? What kind of sensation is more predominant?